Hey, you know what? It would kind of be helpful if my mic was turned on. Don't you guys think? Can y'all hear me now? You ruined the test. Yeah, fair enough. You can't hear me now? Oh, that's not a good sign, because you responded to me not being able to be heard. So, that means you did hear me. But anyway. We've got a lot of stuff to test. We have hacking tools available again. Not every hacking tool, but enough to get by, where I've gemmed in just about 2 boxes worth of mons that are hopefully good enough for us to test. So I've got lots of things that I need to test today. JRC1, thank you for the follow. So I'm going to start off with some interactions with neutralizing gas. This was just discovered by the Japanese battle mechanics researcher Zagio. So one of the things I want to test immediately, so we know neutralizing gas in the past had very similar mechanics to how the move Gastro Acid works. So I'm going to need to be testing that. That's going to be a really important part of this. Because there's a lot of things that, like, hypothetically could, like, still be disabled. I want to check to see how they interact with Gastro Acid, though. So, like, for example, one of the ones that we know is suppressible now is Hadron Engine and Orichalcum Pulse. So I'll grab these guys, and then I'll compare the two to see how they, like, interact with one another. I'll just go ahead and lead with this. And then I can check to see how their interaction works with Gastro Acid, and that'll help me quite a lot. So I'll just grab some other random ones, too. I'll grab the Paradox Mons, because I know that's one that everyone wants to test. Demantoid Alts says, mish mish. Indeed, brother, mish! Now, let's go ahead and just start with that, because neutralizing gas is fresh on everybody's mind, so we'll go ahead and just kick this off. Hi, Discordial. So, unfortunately, there are no reproducible double battles in the DLC, so I'm still stuck testing at this freaking gym, but I am on the latest version. So we're gonna be going into it as we always have with our fun test against was it Taz? Taz, I think his name's Taz, isn't it? Pretty sure his name's Taz. I should know this. I see him enough. This is a little guy. Yeah, Taz. There we go. I guess Taz. I don't know. Like, he doesn't have a Z, so I guess he's Taz. Oh boy, we get to fight these guys again. Okay, so my neutralizing gas is obviously going to activate first because neutralizing gas has priority. And you can see that Miraidon's Electro Drift did not go off. I do have Electro Drift. I actually will have to show these things off. Held ability is none? That ain't right. Oh! That's a new feature. So it like doesn't display the ability then if you have neutralizing gas active. That's interesting. That's actually very cool. Yeah, they didn't introduce any double battles. So that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, you can't possibly belch whatever, dude. I guess I have Destiny Bond. I should have given that a move that I can spam. So if I switch to Koraidon, it'll be the same thing. Yeah, that's very interesting. So you can't see your own ability that way. That actually potentially could be annoying with, like, skill swap. Because, like, if you skill swap the opponent, you might not see it. I don't know. Yeah, see. Oh, this is actually nice. You can see roleplay's gonna go off. He's gonna copy Orichalcum Pulse, but it won't activate. So. Yep. And actually, this will be interesting when I switch out my. So I'll go ahead and I'll just keep using this, and then I'll switch again. Hello. Just made a Twitch account. Lol. Lol indeed. So let's go ahead and switch to our friend Fluttermane and see if the booster energy still activates. Well, the booster energy went off. Did it activate it? It seems to have, so... it says my speed was heightened. Now, I actually don't know if that's the case. So, it might be useful. You can't hear a thing? I assume you're trolling. But let's see here. So that's the speed activated. I'm very quiet. Like my mic is quiet. How about now? Is that any better? I'm not? For me, it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna go with whatever the majority say. So let's see here. Does it still show my ability as negated? No, it shows it as activated for Protosynthesis. Gotta turn your speakers up. The classic! I didn't have my volume on. Why is my volume not working? Compared to the game audio, you're fine? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I know. I think I'm generally quiet, but that's because my mic itself is quiet. I can't I can't get much louder than this. I don't have much gain that I can do. So it shows that it's on there. Look at the thing that says researching Watley below the gameplay. So that same claims to be active, but I can't really test that because I don't know if I have anything with a lot of speed. 369. Is my Amaridon faster than 369? No, it's not. So I wouldn't actually be able to test that to see if it's actually active, but it's not suppressed on here, which is kind of a nice thing to see. We can check that with a couple other abilities that we know get suppressed later, and maybe I'll come back to that. So I assume the same thing will happen for Quark Drive, of course, but I'll switch that in just to see it. Why is it lagging out in my game? Alright. Yeah, booster energy activating is of course normal. Now, I also want to test this with the alternative methods of setting it. So I'm actually going to switch Wheezing in. No, I can keep Wheezing in. I also probably ought to be using like items on the Wheezing so it doesn't spam it. But Wheezing actually is not even that important. We're not going to be testing Neutralizing Gas here shortly, assuming that I can test with Gastro Acid and see if it has the same behavior. So I'm actually going to use Destiny Bond again, and then I'll set Electric Terrain, and then I'll switch hands in and out. Never mind, I won't, because apparently I didn't set that one to have correct friendship. Or not correct, the value, so it wouldn't fail. Yeah. Well, I have another way of setting Electric Terrain, though. This is a clever way of doing that. So actually, we'll see if this should set up Orichalcum Pulse, and I'll switch out as well to Dreadnought. So Wheezing switching out will set up Orichalcum because the Shuppet copied it earlier with roleplay. So this should set it off. Yep. Failed. That might be because it's snowing right now. That's probably because it's snowing. That's probably not because of Neutralizing Gas. The snow, if it's snowing during the battle, it kind of like overrides it. So, like with the overworld snow, is it overworld snow? Yeah, it's overworld snowing right now. So that's the only reason why that happened. But it did try to go off at least. If it ever stops snowing, then we'll be able to see that. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch into this guy. I will go Wheezing first, and then I'll switch to Iron Hands. Also means I can't set Sunny Day, it's kind of annoying. It doesn't even like show that it's snowing right now. I don't remember if it's at the start of the battle that determines whether it is. I'm pretty sure you can interrupt it during the middle of the battle though. So Iron Hand switches in. Yep, and Quark Drive goes off as well. So it doesn't appear that it's gonna get negated in any way. So I'll go ahead and I'll try switching out to my Trevenant now, and I will just click nothing because this won't actually work in all probability. I don't remember if the higher the level you are, the less likely it is for it to listen to you, but yeah, I tried to activate it again. Now it actually looks like it's snowing, so silly game. I began to nap. It went to sleep in Electric Terrain. That's actually kind of funny. I didn't know you could do that. That's actually hilarious. That's a neat little side effect that we get. Okay, anyway. So I'm gonna test some stuff with Gastro Acid. Yeah, exactly. Completely irrelevant for competitive play, but I'm actually gonna show that you can negate Neutralizing Gas because I think that's interesting. So this will switch in, negate everything, and then it'll negate Neutralizing Gas, and then it'll try to set off Orichalcum again. So the Shuppet is actually kind of playing very nice with me, even though its ability isn't technically activating. So yeah, you can suppress Neutralizing Gas. You can't suppress your own Neutralizing Gas, of course. Or like another Neutralizing Gas won't suppress your Neutralizing Gas. Which is, I mean, it should be kind of obvious, but... Okay, use Curse. It only does that one time. I don't know, like, when it, like, decides to go for it. But thankfully it picked on Wheezing, which is why I wanted to switch out anyway. So, I'm going to go ahead and use Gastro Acid now again. And actually, let me see. With that negated, I now have my ability show up again, which is Natural Cure. And so let me go ahead and use Gastro Acid into my Miraidon. Sunny day was set up as raining as it was sunlight in the field. That sounds about right. Big Love Mimics. Capture my thing, energized it, whatever. So I am able to suppress it, which is what I would expect to happen. Now, I'm not going to actually be able to see the effects of that because, of course, you know, with it being turned off like that. But let's go ahead and look at how it appears in the Y info now. Like, let's see if Hadron Engine actually appears or not. That actually wearing off is also bad, but not the end of the world. So, it has here the no ability status. This comes from Gastro Acid. And it claims to actually have no ability as well. So, like, it says on the side, it has another dash for the ability. So I think that's about all I can test with this, since my sun isn't going to get set up anytime soon. Technically, the Orichalcum stuff is duplicate information as well, since Zygiel has already tested that. So we technically didn't get to see if the effects of the abilities are being suppressed, but they show up in Y info, and they actually went off, so I would assume that they are working correctly. So we'll go ahead and continue on and continue testing with other abilities. One of the most important ones that I want to test is Commander, because Commander is one that's, like, suppressed, but I'm curious if you'll be able to, like, Gastro Acid it. I'm assuming you can Gastro Acid it, which would mean that it's very likely, like, you could switch in Dondozo and then you wouldn't combine. But if that's the case, there may be something else you can do with interesting with it, but I'm not 100% sure yet. None of the latter is in-game versus... Yeah, exactly. It's only the overworld weather that has those weird mechanics. Overworld weather is weird. So let's go ahead and... Looks like it's actively snowing right now, which is kind of unfortunate. But let's go ahead and grab our Wheezing again. And our Trevenant. And then if this behaves the way that I expect it to, then I won't need Wheezing anymore. I'll just be able to do some other stuff. So I'll grab our Commander duo. Of course, only my Tatsugiri is very interesting here. Level 100 Capsicid? Yeah, imagine. Yeah, imagine, like, you know, it's not like I have, you know, this level 100 Duraludon hacked in as well, which may or not be based on this Greninja. Let me try 0 to Hero, because that's another easy one to test. I'll put you first in the party, actually. And then I'll grab Cramorant, because these are all pretty easy ones to verify against. So let's go ahead and do this. Wow, look at my trainer. It's just like, he's like, help! What's a Capsicid for? It was for testing Neutralizing Gas pre-DLC. They updated it since DLC came out. Duraludon. You didn't think... Yeah, you can definitely skill swap the ruins. You can suppress them as well. Although suppression is like the lowest level thing you can do. Also, I'm just going to be testing here the interactions of Neutralizing Gas. I don't think I'm going to be testing very much of what's it called? Like if you can skill swap them or role play it or whatever. I'm not going to fool with that because that's a lot of boring tests, and I have more interesting things to do right now. So we got Neutralizing Gas active. My ability still is active on the field, so it still says 0 to Hero. So I assume that if I actually click my stuff and I switch out, and then if I go into Cramorant, I assume we're going to see the same things. Can you skill swap Goods Gold with Mold Breaker or Neutralizing Gas? Should be able to. Not Mold Breaker. Well, you might be able to do it with Mold Breaker. With Neutralizing Gas, you definitely should be able to. Unless it has something tied to it. You can definitely suppress it. I know you can suppress it. So let's see here, did my guy transform? He did, which makes sense to me. Let's look at Cramorant. Cramorant still claims to have Gulp Missile, so we'll see if that's actually the case. I'll go ahead and I'll use Dive on myself. And let me go ahead and set it like an X defend. And I'll try to transform. Cramorant won't open. Come on, dude. I could have sworn I made all of those listen to me. That's actually so annoying. I mean, realistically, it shouldn't matter, but I mean, we'll see here in a bit. Because I can see the ability, which is a good indicator to me that it would work. Did you find? Did you? Yeah, Cramorant is version exclusive though. It's Scarlet only. So let me go ahead and what do I want to do here? I guess I'll just switch out. It transforms when it goes down though, so I'm gonna have to like switch back out and in. That's actually kind of annoying. Cramorant is a bad one to get bad rolls on. Yeah, I know you want. Lol. Well, roleplay didn't work on one of those two abilities, but we don't know which one he targeted. Not particularly insightful. I think they eventually will move, though, if I just try it enough times. Oh, you loafer. It's a griefer, that's what it is. You know, testing with Cramorant is probably not going to work. I can just test with other things. Let me go ahead and switch to Trevenant and Tatsugiri. Because I suspect that it's the same thing, the same process as before, where, like, if you can't Gastro Acid it, you can't suppress it, things like that. So, spamming that really isn't very helpful, and in fact, actually, being able to see that, like, that no ability, or, like, the ability is, like, blanked, is pretty good. Because that might make things really easy to test. So if I do Gastro Acid, let me kill it. Actually, I can Draco into the Griever because he's another grab. It's fine, dude. Yep. Yeah, I know. You're very rude. What did I ever do to them? Alright, so now if I switch into Dondito, they should not combine. Oh, no, that, see, it attacked that time. So it did not jump into the mouth. Which is what we already knew, basically. But so I'm gonna take as normative that Gastro Acid implies that the ability can be suppressed, because that's why we just saw it now with Dondozo. Let me go ahead and double switch again. I'll switch that guy out, and then I'll switch this guy to Cram, I guess. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead, and again, I don't show this as suppressed, but if I switch into my other guy, let me actually heal, I don't want to die. I shouldn't die from this, but whatever. And then I'll switch into my guy. It should show suppressed. And we saw this happen with 0 to Hero, that it wasn't suppressed, and that was one that we knew, like, was very confident that it would be, it would not be suppressed. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember if you can roleplay Neutralizing Gas or not. It doesn't really matter. So now if I look at Tatsugiri, it has no ability. So I'm gonna take his standard that's how this works. So I can just test Gastro Acid, which will be a whole lot faster because then I won't have to have Wheezing out, and I can just cycle through Gastro Acid and +5 Pokemon. It also means I should be able to test some of the other hacked abilities later. I didn't hack any of the ones in that don't exist right now. So, like, for example, I didn't hack in Shields Down. I didn't hack in, what's another one? Power Construct, I didn't hack any of those in, but I can check those pretty quickly to be able to see if Gastro Acid suppresses them. A good hack Pokemon actually. Well, I don't even need to now. Except for, like, maybe, I mean, like, Cramorite would have been kind of nice to see, but it doesn't really matter because all I need to check is just whether or not Gastro Acid works on the abilities at all. That's all I need to check, so I don't actually need them to move. I can just switch them out every turn. So let me go ahead and grab my guy. And then I'll grab Ice Face. Comatose is one that's interesting. I feel like Comatose should have always been suppressed, so we'll see what it does. Hey, Freezite. So let's go ahead and grab as one. That's a pretty straightforward one. And then let's grab Multitype. Then what else do I need to grab? Of these, I've already tested all these, so I guess Battle Bond Ninja is the last one, just to check to see how many of these are suppressed still. A lot of these are really interesting ones as well. Oh, Disguise is another one I need to make sure I test too. I gotta make sure I test Disguise. Yep, I'm ready. Let me fight Taz. I was so hopeful in the DLC. There was like 2 trainers that were right next to each other on like a hill, or what I thought were trainers. And they both had speech bubbles, and I'm like, oh, this is like a double battle. I'm like, this is perfect. Now I can like, I can actually like go through beat the game, so I don't have to deal with a bunch of stuff. And I can just test there. But no, it was like a couple that like gave you a bunch of money. And so I looked at the side quest and I did the side quest. So I'm like, oh, it's never a double battle. I'm like, ah, come on. So I still have to do, my only place I can do double battles testing is still here, or with the other player online. Which is very inconvenient. So we got our friend Ice Cube. Maybe DLC 2? I hope so. So we'll do this, and then I don't know if this guy can attack or not. So Gastro Acid failed, so Ice Face is not suppressed by Neutralizing Gas. Ice Cube turned away. Where'd he turn to? Don't lower my special defense, dude. Don't attack me! What are you attacking me for? Come on. Attack the Ice Cube. So Gastro Acid didn't work on Ice Cube. Let's go ahead and switch to Kamala. Kamala could very well die because it's so level. There's Comatose. Wow, you still can't suppress Comatose. I am actually surprised at that. Like, I really don't get why they thought Comatose was an ability that you really shouldn't be able to suppress. Also, stop lowering my stats, dude. What the frick is up with you? This is ridiculous. Let's try as one. I have 2 abilities. Gastro Acid did not work. Roleply doesn't work on Aslan either. Thankfully, he's attacking the other guy. Come on, attack the Calyrex. Look at that juicy 4 times target. Then we've got Arceus. Almost certainly Arceus will not be suppressed. Joe Mama? Who is Joe Mama for this? Can you explain this? Not that. Gastro Acid, switch. To Greninja. I'll test a few things, Chris, but not a ton. Hackmons is pretty annoying because we don't have, I don't have dynamic genning right now. I can only gen, like, by actually loading my save into PKX, which is very inconvenient. Okay, so Battle Bond's also negated, or, not negated, so. It looks like only, I mean, I'll test Disguise as well, but I'm gonna suspect Disguise can't be suppressed anyway. So like, it looks like the only new ones that you can suppress that you couldn't before are Commander and the Bike Legends. That seems to be what it is, so. And I bet Izagi already said that somewhere, and I just didn't translate his posts. Izagi is always on top of things. Commander and the Bike Legends. So Hadron Engine and Orichalcum Pulse. Those can be suppressed. But Protosynthesis can't be suppressed. All the other ones that we've just tested can't be, because they can't be prevented by Gastro Acid, which is still the thing. The Bike Engines. Oh no, the Bike Legends. Oh, I was also gonna test an Embody aspect. I'm pretty sure somebody's already tested that, but I'll go ahead and do it as well, just so that way I can be complete. Yeah, they're not permanent. I don't know if you can skill swap them or not. Hi, I want to do this. You're getting banned. Where's the ban button? Where's the ban button? Ban. How do you ban? How do you ban? Ban? How do you do? Oh, thank you. I don't know how to ban people. I appreciate it. You can get on a skill swap. I've got plenty of mons, Chris. Don't worry. I've got lots of stuff that I can test without needing a partner. I've got plenty of things. You see this? You see my list? This is researching. It goes down quite a ways, and this is all I can do. I can do most of this solo. So there's a few things that I'll need to do with partners, but that'll be a little bit later on down the line. So let me go ahead and grab. I'll grab one of the Embody aspects, and then we'll grab Disguise. It does have Disguise, right? Yeah, okay. And then I can test probably another 1 or 2 of random mechanics. Let me make sure that that is everything on my list that I have. If those are everything on, that's everything on my list except for the ability that can hack in like Power Construct. So I'll test some other basic things. Let me go ahead and grab. What do I want to grab? I can grab Hunger Switch. Hunger Switch is another one actually that's good to test, even though that was already. Embody Aspect on a Transformed Mon. And let me go ahead and grab my Bagon, and let me grab another one of these guys. Yeah, a lot of people have tested several things on my list. I'm just wanting to record them for completeness sake. So I've got Gastro Acid, and I've got this guy, and then I've got Disguise, and I've got more Pico. Let's go ahead and do that. That should be all the neutralizing gas interactions, so that's good. Yeah, I don't think so either, Discordial. In singles, it sounds awful to deal with. It's still confirmed to be 30%. Okay, let me go ahead and Terastallize. I guess I'll put Grassy Train. Alright, ban Toxic Chain, that doesn't surprise me at all. Poison Touch is blocked by Covert. It is. It is Puke. And by Shield Dust as well. Yep, it can be suppressed. Which we already knew. Like I said, that's surprising. I thought someone post about that in Battle Mechanics Research Thread. No, touch is definitely. We know that from Gen 7. For Shield Dust, because Shield Dust and Covert Cloak are identical. Yeah, this has no ability and standard stuff there. Okay, let me go ahead and use Gastro Acid into Mimikyu. Yep, can't suppress that guy. No surprise there. Oh no! Maybe I shouldn't have set Grassy screen because I have to watch all these animations. Next I'll use Gastro Acid into more Pico. I also don't know if it's more Pico or more Peko. I say more Pico. Yep, you can suppress that guy. Peko. Yep, no transformation to be seen. And I'll go ahead. I should be able. This should. Well, we already know it's going to work on the other guys. So let me go ahead and switch. I have a couple other things I can showcase. I've got my bag on here with Sheer Force and a couple attacks. So I'll switch into him, and then you have bad moves, so I'll just switch you out as well. What has good moves here? None of these really have any good moves. I guess I'll go into my water type or Ogrepon. They did! And so I'm just going to show that off. I kind of already know it, right? But I'm going to show it off for fun. Oh, lol. Yeah, so if I use Flamethrower, for example, into my Ogrepon, I will not deal any Life Orb recoil to myself. What is the TLDR of the conclusion so far? Only Hadron Engine, Orichalcum Pulse, and Commander are suppressible now. All the other abilities that were previously suppressible that are in the game are not suppressible. Okay, so you saw there I didn't take any Life Orb recoil. And so now I'll use Jet Punch into myself and it'll be the same thing. I'm not going to set Grassy Terrain again because that was obnoxious. So now I'm going to use Flamethrower or Jet Punch into myself. In the past, this would actually be Sheer Force negated, so I wouldn't take Life Orb recoil. That's also Water Absorb, so I can't do that. Oops. That's not right. Alright, well, how about another Pokemon? Thank you, Sammy TV Gaming, for following me after that epic fail there. I forgot to. I don't know everything yet, man. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so anyway, that did so much damage. And I'm gonna lose HP. Yep, because it wasn't Sheer Force boosted. Yeah, it being Sheer Force boosted is hilarious, so. We know that one's, we know how that one works. And now I can also test, is a good opportunity. So my Bagon, it does have Sheer Force. But I'm going to test to see if you can trick away the Ogerpon's item. You almost certainly can't do this. There's like no shot that you'll actually be able to do this, but... it's in the code. It's in the code. Yeah, anyway, you can't trick it. Yeah, I'll test knockoff as well. Yeah, like, you almost certainly can't do this right, but it doesn't hurt to check. Doesn't hurt to check. And I'll test it on both the Terra and non-Terra forms, just to make sure. And I also want to test to see if it works if it's not an Ogrepon. That was just a trick I tested, right? Yep, it was, so I'm going to use knockoff now. If is knockoff damage boosted if it doesn't knock off the item? It has to meet the condition for being boosted first. Like, it would be boosted versus sticky hold. But it wouldn't be boosted, like, on Ogerpon here, or, like, if you knocked off an Arceus, it wouldn't get a boost. I'll test that later, Chris. Almost all the Hackmon stuff I'm going to be testing later. Or, like, Hackmons that, like, you know, require you to, like, edit a certain form a certain way and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and I'll side trick into my non-terastallized Ogrepon, which is holding a water type one. I want to make sure, you know, I understand the real ones first, Chris, before I go into like all the it doesn't work this way. I don't know how to do it like that. And you can't trick. If my Bagon survives, I'll knock off. If it doesn't, then I'm not gonna be bothered with it. You think I'm just scared? Roleplay failed on something. That must have been on the Ogrepon. So it probably means you can't skill swap Embody aspect. Yeah, it has to be, because it wouldn't have failed on Bagon. So I'll go ahead and I'll use knockoff just to make sure. So that's good to know. That'll be something to test later. Can't roleplay it. Yep. Okay. So that's, I think, everything I can test with this round. I test Hunger Switch. I can also test Terastallization, I suppose. Like, I can switch into this guy and switch into the other guy. But I won't be able to show a lot of it. So I'll actually go ahead and I'll save it for later. So I'll go ahead and I'll reset. And I can take off on our list. Interactions of neutralizing gas. Yeah, that's pretty well documented as well. Oh yeah, people were asking me. I need to add that to the list of my personal list. Meloetta, because people are asking me about Meloetta. Doing that. I don't know why that's the case either. Yeah, Meloetta. Is there anything else that's similar? So let me go ahead and grab, what do I want to grab? I can grab Forest Curse. Forest Curse pretty easy. Let's go ahead and do Toxic Chain though. The two things I want to test with Toxic Chain are the interactions of Beat Up and Future Sight into it. I suspect that what it'll be is each independent has a chance to trigger Toxic Chain, but it's possible, though not likely, that perhaps it applies after all the multi-hits. I mean, Beat Up isn't a standard multi-hit, but it's similar enough. I'm gonna test Beat Up into that. I think it'll be once per hit, each hit, but we'll see. So for that, I'm gonna grab a Lumberry, Or multiple Lumberries, actually, because that's going to be the easiest way of showing this off. So let me just grab... because I want to be able to, like, show that it poisons twice in between there. Although, poisoning at any point through there should be sufficient to show it off. Let me grab this. What's another bulky Pokemon I've got? This guy looks bulky. Lumberry. If they want to make it balanced, then they should do it that way. But that doesn't mean anything to Game Freak. Yeah, I don't know. Does it get any other multi-hit moves other than beat up? Because that's the only one I've given it right now, but I could give it some more if I wanted to. And then I can grab this guy. They gave it Technician? Tail Slap? They gave it Tail Slap? What level does it learn that at? Can I... Actually, I can level it up right now. Dual Wing Beat. Okay, Tail Slap, Dual Wing Beat. I can test those guys. I was gonna grab... What else do I want to grab here? I'll grab this guy. This guy will be an easy one-off that I can do. And then anything else that I want to grab, I can do a quick one-off. A quick one-off is what I'm looking for in particular. I want to save all the Eviolite stuff for another round. I can grab... that guy would work with Salt Cure, but I don't have. I guess I'll just grab another fat Pokemon. Okay. Let me go ahead and see if I can teach this thing any old moves then. Okay, I can teach it Tail Slap. And let me see if I can teach it the other guy as well. I don't see dual wing beats. It's probably a TM that I don't have, but that's okay. Hopefully, my Pheasant Deputy listens to me. Double kick is identical. That's true. I could have done double kick. Well, beat up is kind of weird as a multi-hit. It's not like, you know, the same thing as freaking, what's it called? Like Icicle Spear or another standard multi-hit. Yeah, Tail Slap is good enough. Oh look, my Desolate Land works. There's no snow right now. So I'll just try to beat up, and then... One... Oh, Doctor Check activated immediately, so it is on every hit. It's definitely on every hit. I rolled it immediately. Alright, well. That confirms it. It's definitely on that, so... Yeah, that's a pretty good ability, I'd say. Poor Skeledirge taking the Shadow Ball to the face. I don't even know what type is Pheasantipity. I'm not gonna bother checking. I could look, but I'm sure one of you guys in chat knows what type this thing is. Is it Poison type? I assume it's Poison type. Oh, I found a Lumberry. Good work, Greybird. So I'll use Tail Slap now, and then I'll switch to... Sure, Tinglu. I'll pair it with King's Rock. Poison Fairy? Okay. One... crit. Well, I didn't happen to roll it at all. Oh, there. So I just got unlucky. Earth, Earthlol? Thank you for the follow. Yo, Nezzy. Okay, we'll try Tail Slap again. I'm actually gonna do, yeah, I can do Tail Slap, and then I'll do, thank you for the follow as well. I will do Inaccuracy X. No way, I can't miss the Tail Slap. One. There's a Toxic Chain. Activated straight away, so. It's definitely on each hit. Hello, hello. 2. Yep, there you go. You can activate me independently. So it's definitely on each strike of a multi-hit move that it can trigger, which is exactly like Poison Touch. There's not really a surprise there. Hopefully that was not into Serendipity. Ah, of course it was. But I'll go ahead and use... Eviolite works on Diplin. It definitely works on Diplin. I actually tweeted out about that, and it was very popular. As for Appletun and Flapple, we will be testing that later on the stream. I do not know yet. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to use Future Sight into this, and I'll go RCS. And then we're basically just going to wait to see. This is kind of annoying because it's just RNG. But supposedly, I would suspect Future Sight could trigger it. I mean, it's really hard to say. Oh, great, it picked up Toxic Chain. That's actually kind of bad. Anyway. So, how do I want to do this? I don't know if I want to switch out or not. I kind of want to, you know, I'll switch in and out. Yeah, I'll just go to this guy. I might actually want to kill that Shuppet because it could potentially get in the way of, like it could accidentally poison my RCS. Actually, no, I don't think it can because I think the Shuppet only has Shadow Ball. It's Shadow Ball, Roleplay, Curse. Oh, I don't remember the last move, but I don't think it's one that can hit normal types. Oh, perfect, I copied it. Great. Oh, now I can't. It can't poison my RCS. That's the only thing I care about. All right, I'll switch back to my Serendipity now. And I'll go ahead and heal all the way back up to full. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head if I recall correctly, abilities are not active for the purpose of future attacks while you're switched out, but while you're switched in, I'm pretty sure they are. What the? Dude, you have like 1 health. Why'd you curse? Okay, let's see here. Well, it didn't trigger. That doesn't necessarily mean it can't. It just means it didn't. Unfortunately, this is an RNG test, so it could potentially take a while. So we'll have like confidence intervals and all that stuff to deal with fun times. I suppose the Shuppet, you know, maybe I should just kill off the Shuppet. I mean, it's not like it affects really anything at this point. Normally I avoid killing them. Oh, yeah, Sucker Punch, okay. Normally I avoid killing them because it's just annoying. It just like adds an extra thing to the timer, but. Yeah, actually, I can test this. I'm gonna go ahead and stay in actually with my guy. I'm gonna use Roost, and then I'm gonna use Blood Moon into Shuppet. And then I'll test to see if I can Gigaton Hammer. Blood Moon looks so cool. Future Sight plus Doom Desire plus Parental Bond. I don't think it works on... No, it doesn't work on future attacks, and I'm pretty sure it's hard-coded not to. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. See, that's the annoying part. I like boost your stats, and I can get in the way of things. And it's just extra text. But now we don't have to deal with Shuppet, at least, so... So if I click Blood Moon now, it should tell me that I can't use it twice. So what about Gigaton Hammer? Nope, I am able to select Gigaton Hammer twice in a row. I don't really want to, though, because it'll kill my Pheasantipity. I will. Why not? Just to prove that it's actually working. Hopefully this won't kill. I'm pretty sure it will. I mean, it doesn't have good attack, though, I don't think, but yeah, okay, I just died. Yep, okay. Well, I definitely won't be able to see the future sight. No, it doesn't get Gigaton Hammer, I just acted on. Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. This definitely won't poison it now, but I can go into RCS. And I'll just max revive. Pheasantipity. I don't think I can switch while I'm reviving it, right? Yeah, it's not smart enough to know that. So now if I click Gigaton, I can't click Gigaton, but I can click Blood Moon here. So it's it only checks for that particular move being suppressed. It's not like anything with a flag. So I can go ahead and recover, switch to Pheasantipity. And now we're just gonna wait for Future Sight. I suspect Future Sight will work unless they hard code it not to. Alright, and then I just need to kill turns. What's the best way to do that? I don't have that, so I guess I'm gonna skip first. All good, Nessie. Alright. Slip talk again, and then I'll get to this check first. Activate. I think that's our second one that we've seen. So he sails up the Greavard in free turns. Good eye. Yeah, that'll be a more efficient mash. I'm hoping that this actually does work, so that way it'll eventually actually activate, and so I don't have to do like a confidence interval of like, oh, I didn't activate this many percent of times. So. That's 3. Yeah, there's no way to increase it either. Like, you can't use Serene Grace, because obviously you have an ability, and it doesn't work with Serene Grace anyway. You can't use Pledge moves. You know, it's the best you got. Yeah, you can't use Pledge Rainbow. Doesn't work. Or presumably it doesn't work. It doesn't work with Poison Touch. And everything that I see about this ability makes me think it is a Poison Touch clone. So, I mean, not literally, because it doesn't have the contact chance, but otherwise everything else is the same. And of course it's toxic poison, not regular poison. There's our third one. Or fourth one, rather. Oh, I wonder how many you need to be confident. I mean, it really wouldn't make sense to work with Serene Grace. Well, it is negated by, being negated by the cloak and by shield dust is the only thing that makes people think it's like potentially a secondary, but it's not a secondary. Hopefully I'll use all my future sites before, or I will have enough tests done before the Graveyard PP, or struggles, rather. Digs takes a long time to go through, though. Alright, let's see here. Still nothing, that's 5. Flare the oh, that's a good idea. I will do that. Because that also prevents it from moving. I don't know how many tests I need, though, to be confident. There's a way I could look that up, but I don't know how to do it offhand. I'm not going to try to figure it out on stream. But if anyone else has the requisite maths to investigate, that'd be excellent. It's like a tool. It's like if you have a if it's a 30% chance to happen, then if you use it like 100 times and it doesn't happen, then you know it's you're confident that it's not gonna work. 10 tries is a 97.2. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, it has that Lumberry from before. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I did Future Sight, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. How's it going, gamers? We're currently locked in one of those unfortunate, you just have to test it a bunch of times until you eventually get it sort of things. But eventually we will. Alright, that's 6. Oh, I forgot to clear it. Oh well. Yes. Hello, Dino Mike 130. Thank you for the follow. Let me go ahead and do Lepa again, and we'll do it on Future Sight. Run a Kylo on those. Okay. Oh, now I can declare. Do I have active? I always keep forgetting this. I do have active Future Sight. I'll go ahead and roll up again on my tail set. Arceus using Glare is like very appropriate. I think it probably should get Glare. I'm pretty sure it gets Thunder Wave. It gets like all the status moves. It gets like Will-O-Wisp. I don't know if it gets Toxic now or not. Probably does. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Toxic Chain. Woo! Okay. Good deal. Good deal. So that was like the 7th one, but that's perfect. So it did activate. So it can activate on that, which to my notion does make sense. Oh, lol. The Lumberry activated on it. I think I can also showcase, while I'm here, the interaction of Forest Curse with Terastallization. So that is perfect. Excellent, excellent. That's what I expected to happen. So I was like, it's gonna take a while, but you know, maybe it is. All right, so let's go ahead and do. Okay, let's try. So I'm gonna do Forest Curse now into my Presentipity, and you'll see why I'm gonna do that here in a sec. So now I have the grass type added. And you'll see that it has something in Y info indicating that it does in fact have the grass type. You can see it as Forest Curse. And so just to prove that, if I try to use Spore into it, it will be naturally immune. Yep, it's immune. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Terastallize to, I guess, Poison type. So, this immediately gets rid of the Forest Curse Volatile. As we will shortly see. It no longer has that volatile. And now if I try to use Forest Curse on the now Terastallized Pheasantipity, it will fail. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing, Discordial. That doesn't surprise me at all. Now, one thing that I am interested in is whether or not you still have the Grass-type Stab. I didn't test that at first here. Let me see, do I have... Well, I can't do it now because I've already Terastallized. But if I use Forest Curse into a Pokemon that, like, has, like, say, Energy Ball, and then I Terastallize it, do I get, like, the Stab boost or no? So I'm gonna need to test that. But I believe that's all I can show for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and reset. So I'll do that next time, and then I'll also do Eviolite, because that's next up on our list, so... Exactly, you keep it with Libero, or like Soak as well. Like, you keep the pre-Terra typing for the purposes of, like, Stab. But you saw that the Y-info volatile disappeared on Forest Curse. So, I'm not sure if it's, like, removing it, and if that means that, like, it removed the Grass type as well. Let me go ahead and update our numbers, so... Take this. There is not for Soak. No. No. Forest Curse and Trick or Treat add the Grass and Ghost types. Soak changes the type to Water. So, let me go ahead and grab... Yeah, they don't add a Volatile for that. It's not a Volatile. It literally changes it to the Water type. So let me go ahead and grab something with a Grass-type move that is not a natural Grass type. I want to check this way. Hopefully I have something like that, because if I don't, then I'm toast. It just kind of depends on what I happen to have. I might need to look at it. I don't know. I don't think I have very many TMs is the thing. Oh, please don't tell me I have... Well, surely this guy will have a... Well, no, because that's a pure Grass. That's a pure Grass. Oh, freaking heck. I'm gonna need to know a Grass-type move that I can do with this. Found anything too crazy? Nothing crazy yet. We might potentially find something crazy with a Eviolite here in a second. But I guess I don't have any Pokemon that just have any Grass-type moves that are not naturally Grass-type. That is a problem. Anything like randomly learn Bullet Seed or something? Like of these Mons? I'm just gonna look for... Could you just remember? That's what I'm thinking, Discardual, but I don't know which one of these would have one like that. Yeah, I think that... I agree with that, Puke. So what's one of these that would have a Grass-type move? Anything that has a Grass-type move that can naturally learn to be a level up. Flarming gets Magical Leaf? Perfect. Hopefully that'll be a level up, because that's the necessary condition here. And then I'll go ahead and I'll grab my Eviolite Mons. So I'll grab Flapple and Appletun. I'm almost certain that these guys are not going to work. And then I'm going to grab... well, I guess I can't grab... I'll grab Chimecho. Someone's asking about Chimecho. And then Duraludon as well, but I need an attack, which I don't currently have. I have Astonish, though. I could cite Astonish and check if he had that damage, so that's okay. Mousehole gets Bullet Seed. Okay. Well, we'll check to see if Flutter Mane gets Magical Leaf. Is that single target? It does not look like it actually gets it via level up. Mousehole gets Bullet Seed. Do I have Mousehold? I don't think I have Mousehold in here. Does Arceus get anything? Well, Arceus you can't change its type though, so Arceus would be a bad candidate. Let me check to see what TMs I have. Maybe I have some useful TMs, I don't know. I do have Bullet Seed. So anything that gets Bullet Seed is also game. I saw a Mousehold somewhere. There's a Tandem Mouse. Oh, that is Mousehold. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I could have done with Mimikyu as well, but it gets Trailblaze. Perfect. All right, excellent. So I've got all of these guys with Eviolite and stuff like that, so I think we're good to go. Wait, that is Magic Bounce? That's actually bad, because I think that's gonna get bounced. I think they'll get bounced. Is Forest Curse bounceable? Let me check. Good eye. Yeah, it is bounceable. I can't do it with... Wait, I can Gastro Acid it? But, I think Gastro Acid is also bounceable. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I probably do. Let's see here. Let's see what I got. I'm... Oh, I do. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. Friend Guard. Excellent. All right. Crisis averted. Good work, chat. Good work. Okay. All right, now we can test our Eviolite stuff. Yep. But we'll test the Terastallization mechanic with Mousehold first. I need to pull these Pokemon up in the damage calc as well. That'll be important. Mousehold. All the gravestones of the Greward watching. Cass asks if we can do math. I used to be able to do math pretty well. Now I just code everything. So I'm not as good as math as I used to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Forest Curse on my Mousehold, and then let me check the stats of everything here. Mousehold is 167, so he actually has really bad attack. Not that bad. Pretty bad though. And I gave it Trailblaze. And we are going to be using this attack. Oh, it's going to be annoying too because of the... that'll get a Tera boost. Because it's going to be less than... No, Trailblaze is 50, isn't it? Trailblaze, I'm pretty sure Trailblaze is 50 base power, so... That means it'll get a Tera boost to 60, so I just need to keep that in mind. But this should be fine. Let me look at Trevenant's stats. So I'm level 73. Got 134 defense. It's not perfect. But not everything can be perfect. So we'll go ahead and use this. And then I will just Sleep Talk because I'm pretty sure I'm faster. Yeah, so this is 50 BSP. That means it'll get the Terastallization boost. When your attack that is the same type as your Tera type is under 60 base power. If the base power would not normally go up to 60, like if at the end of every base power calculation it's less than 60, it'll go to 60. You can't couple that with like Technician or something because like that happens like well beforehand. Like it has to be after all the base power modifiers. So now I've got my grass type on Mousehold. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna just use Trailblaze into Trevenant. And we'll see how much this does. Without stab, it would be doing anywhere from 22 to 27. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna be Tera Grassing as well. So actually, I won't get that boost. So that'll actually be good. So I'll use Trailblaze now. I'm gonna pay attention to what the numbers are. 222 minus 195. I did 27 damage. That was a high roll, actually, I think. Or a low roll. No? Oh, I have Friend Guard. That's annoying. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I have Friend Guard active. So I have to turn that on. Okay. That is a possible damage range. Yeah, the 27. This would be the expected damage range on that. With Friend Guard. Let me make sure that didn't get a special defense drop just now. It did not. That's normal, because that's with Friend Guard as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and heal. Yeah, that's normal. If I did not have Friend Guard, I could not have dealt 27 damage. So now I'll go ahead and I'll Terastallize and use Trailblaze again. Yeah, I want to check that too, Puke. I also want to double check on Grassy terrain again. I'm like 90% sure I tested Grassy terrain with Earthquake, and it like didn't, like it did boost it up, like from, 100 down to 50, then back up to 60. But anything else that like lowers BP, I kind of want to check. Okay, Trailblaze. That did 222 down to 209. That did significantly less. That did 13 damage. 13? Did my attack get lowered? It did. Okay. That explains it. Okay, that is an expected damage range with that. Yeah, 222 mine down to 209. This is the expected damage range with that. So if it had, that's without stab. So if there was stab being applied, then this would be the damage range. No, I did not test Rivalry. So I have no idea. I don't even think, is Rivalry in the game right now? Yeah, it's in the game. Okay. So yeah, testing that kind of stuff will be potentially useful, but we'll do that later. So it looks like that's normal. So basically what that means is that the game's doing what it says it's doing. It's actually removing the Forest Curse. It's not keeping the grass type around in any meaningful sense. That's good to know. So next up, we now have our Eviolite tests. So this will be fun. So I'll go ahead and switch to Appletun and Flapple. I'll have them use Astonish on each other. There's almost no shot that this does it. Yeah, that's right, Discordial. Wait, Chimecho will get an evolution? I have no idea, McLovin. That was just like, people were like saying to test it. So maybe it will, maybe it won't. Let me go ahead. I'm going to do one at a time. I'm not going to do both Astonishes because that'll be too much to keep track of. So I'm going to do Astonish into Appletun. So let me go ahead and grab our numbers. So Flapple has a 132 attack, which is really bad. Oh, that's a negative nature. Okay, that has 132. And, okay, that's the offensive stat. And then for Appletun, Appletun has 128 defense. That's a little bit better. And we're using the move Astonish. So ordinarily, let me make sure I take off Friend Guard. That's not going to help us any. So ordinarily, it would do between 14 to 17 damage. So we'll check that. So we'll use Astonish. What? You can't target an ally with Astonish? What? Why? Did its move category change? I guess I can do Headbutt. No, I can't do Headbutt. What? Oh, I'm stupid. I had the wrong one selected. I had Appletun up. That's okay. No. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. That guy uses that, and then Appletun will do nothing but just heal the other guy. Okay. There we go. All right, 217. That makes more sense. Okay. Minus 202. That did 15 damage. That is expected. So this is the damage without Eviolite. I can't put Eviolite directly in here, but I can do a +1 defense boost to simulate it. This would be with Eviolite. So 217, that's 15 damage, so obviously that fell into that range. So it means that Appletun is not Eviolite boosted. So now we'll do it the other way around. So let me go ahead and heal up the Flapple. And I'll use Astonish one more time. Let me make sure this Flapple, does this Flapple have Hustle? No, it has Ripen. So it will not have an extra boost from that. That's good. So the Flapple has 128 defense. And this guy has 105 attack. So I'm assuming it's like the same thing, basically. No, actually they have different IDs. Okay, whatever. So Appletun has 105 attack, and the Flapple has 128 defense. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to cancel out again because I don't remember what moves I clicked. I'm just going to do it again. Okay, that will Astonish. This will be 169. Minus 157, which is 12 damage, which is again the expected damage roll. So this is the expected damage roll. And then with the Eviolite, let me make sure I didn't attack load or anything, right? Yeah, okay. And then this would have been with the Eviolite. So that dealt a measly 12 damage, which is not enough. So now, while I've got Appletun pulled up in the calc, I'll just go ahead and switch out now into Chimecho and use Astonish. So let me check Chimecho's stats. This Chimecho has 185 defense. That's all I need. It is going to be super effective on it. No, they do. They do puke. They do. That was fixed in a patch a while ago. Same with super effective text. Doesn't play the super effective noise, but it does play the text. But yes, crits will work on allies. Anyway, so let's go ahead and switch Flapple to Chimecho and use Astonish. So this would, the expected damage range on this one is 16 to 20. $280 HP, 280 minus 264. is 16 damage, which fell right smack dab in the expected range. And then if it had a +1 defense boost, it could have possibly been that. Alright. Duraludon is the more interesting one. Although it, of course, looks like a Pikachu, it is really Duraludon. So you can now see it has Steel Dragon type. The other stuff isn't that as important. I hacked Stalwart onto it, but all that matters is that it's Duraludon. It in fact is a Duraludon. So let me go ahead and pull up Duraludon's stats. Duraludon has 255 defense. So Astonish here will do a pathetic 6 to 8 damage. So I'll switch out to Duraludon and use Astonish. Let me make sure I haven't had any changes to my stats or anything. Nope, I'm good. So you have 270 minus 263. I did 7 damage, which is expected. Although this one is like really hard to tell because that's the actual damage and then the expected damage actually has a little bit of overlap, but not enough to be relevant. With Eviolite. So because it dealt 7 damage there, it means it is not Eviolite boosted. So far, only Dipplin is Eviolite boosted where it, quote, shouldn't be. And I believe that's all the tests I can do for this one, so I'll go ahead and I'll reset. And then we'll go back into the game. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised at that too, but also Duraludon doesn't exist itself, so it's not terribly surprising. It's not as if, for example, like it might. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something arranged in such a way where it's like if the it just doesn't work on Pokemon that are Dexited. Like it may be the case that Eviolite doesn't work just straight up on Dexited Mons. I'm not going to test that right now because I don't have any other Dexited Mons that are Eviolite boosted. But Galar, yeah, it wasn't it? So. That's true. I don't remember how that case worked, but that'll be a thing for later. And actually, I can take off a couple mechanics that will show up in the future here, because we have just completed Forest Curse plus Tera. We've also completed our interaction with Eviolite. So let me take that one off. I can take this one off. And I can take off this one that you can't. Actually, you can't see this. That is not everything either. There's a couple more that I have on my list that we need to add on here. But a lot of them fall underneath Ogerpon mechanics, so that'll be like the next big thing that we test. Ogerpon and Ability Shield. A lot of people asking about those two things. Ability Shield is getting a lot of traction because Ability Shield is ignored by Neutralizing Gas. And actually, that's another thing I want to test. I want to see, like, if you have Ability Shield, does that prevent you from getting affected by Gastro Acid? Because if it does, then that should apply as well for the other. So let me go ahead and grab some of those Pokemon. So I'll grab our friend here. Ability Shield Regigigas. No, it'd be that would be terrible, Discordial, because then it wouldn't get ignored by Neutralizing Gas. You want to negate Slow Start. You don't want to use Slow Start. That's an ability you don't want to protect. So let me go ahead and grab it with this guy, but I will put the Ability Shield on it. Oh, it's genius. They'll never see it coming. There's my Ability Shield. There we go. Perfect for special Regigigas and Trick Room. Ah, yes. The prime special Regigigas. Yeah. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna I don't think I need Dondito, but I'll grab Dondito as well. Ogerpon will be something that I'll need quite a lot of things for. We kind of already tested one of the Ogerpon mechanics. Let me make sure I mark that off. Well, I want to test the interaction of masks when they're not on Ogerpon. So let me go ahead and give a mask. I should have got a mask here. Yep, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and put the masked boy in here, and then I'll grab my Bagon. I need to test the interaction of... I want to showcase the interaction of Salt Cure plus Empoleon as well at some point. I can kind of fit in wherever. I'm trying to think if there's another one that I can do right here that is nice. Yeah, they definitely won't get the boosts. I think we know that for sure. But whether or not they can be tricked or knocked off, usually you can do that with items that aren't tied to specific Pokemon. So we'll see. Transistor and Dragon's Maw is something I need to test, so I can just throw those in there, I guess. Somebody asked if Transistor and Dragon's Maw were the same multipliers. They almost certainly are, but I'll go ahead and I'll grab that while I'm at it. Yeah, someone was, I think they were just asking if they were stupid. I think they were just dumb and asking for it, but I was like, I'll check. Like, there's no positive reason to think that they were changed, but somebody asked, so I'm like, yeah, well, maybe they know something I don't. Maybe they saw something, they're like, oh, yeah, it didn't deal as much damage as I thought, but... Alright. So, my little guy here is holding the item Ability Shield. So if I use the move Gastro Acid... Ooh, I should have brought... now that I think about it. I should have brought my Weezing in here so I could have seen if Ability Shield showed that it wasn't suppressed. Gastro Acid. Yep. It is protected. And so I should be able to combine with Dondito, which I'm not going to actually do. I shouldn't have brought Dondozo at all. How did I bring more Pico? Oh, so I could test the masks. So let's go ahead and switch to... Does Ability Shield block roleplay? Yes. I'm pretty sure it does. I can add it to the list of things to test if you want. But... I'm also curious if you hold, it blocks the holder from using roleplay. Okay, sure, I'll just believe you. Yeah, we might just wait for Shepard. Eventually it will. We'll be testing more Ability Shield mechanics later, so I'm sure it's going to come up. Oh, I hate this thing. This thing is so annoying in the playthrough. Also, yeah, Nubis pointed out that now it looks like it's Dark type, which is nice. So that's cool. I'll just use Thrash because I won't do anything, and I'll try to trick the item away. Looks like it worked just fine. So it's just like your standard Mega Stones or whatever. You can trick the item away from a Pokemon that's not supposed to hold it. Did they change Morpeko Hangry's design? What do you mean? Like its model or something? Looks normal to me, but I don't know. This little eating thing, I don't think I did that eating animation before. But now you can see the aura reveal is electric type, so that's kind of cool. Oh, no. I mean the move aura wheel. It now it shows it's an electric type move. If I let me go ahead and trick this thing back. I'm going to trick the mask off of Ogrepon. You cannot do that, Razor Leaf. I tested that earlier already. It's impossible. You cannot trick it or knock it off, which presumably means you can't mess with it anyway. That's good enough for me. You can't do either of those things, then oh, does it work with this other thing? Nice. Dodged. So good at the game. Alright, if I use Thrash again, and then I use Knockoff. Now we should knock off our mask. Yep, knock off the mask. That's all pretty standard there. Gets knockoff? Yeah, I do think that's scary. They give an actually good dark type move. Because these other ones are really mid, like Throat Chop and Jawlock. The base power boost will be really nice. I don't know if that'll make it a lot better. Fluttermane's still going to be everywhere. It's not good into opposing Tailwind stuff. It's really bad in Iron Hands. Knockoff doesn't change that, so we'll have to see. I think that's all the mechanics I can really test for now, so I'll just go ahead and I'll go Gigaton. And I believe this is my Dragon's Maw Gigaton. Indeed, no, it's Transistor. So I will use Thundershock, and I'll go into Tatsugiri for that. So let me go ahead and record our stat values. Tinkaton. Let's get to the one first. Tinkaton at level 100 with 176 special attack versus a Tatsugiri with 226 defense, or special defense rather. And this guy will have Thundershock. Thundershock is not in the damage count. Can you not click this move? Yeah, you can click this move. Why is Thundershock not in the calc? Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you for coming out and watching. Appreciate it. So I'll use Thundershock, and I'll switch to Tatsugiri. I currently have 254 HP. I need to keep that in mind. $254. They even have status boost in the calc, so 254 minus 221. Dealt 33 damage. So this is the expected damage range with Transistor. This would be without Transistor. Without Transistor. And then, if it was another one, thank you for the follow, Razor Leaf. Let me check if it was like 1.5. If I recall correctly, Transistor and Dragon's Maw boost stats, so I can just do a +1. I don't have to change the base power on that. And that's actually perfect. So if it was a +1 boost, or if it was 1.5, or I should say if Transistor was 1.5. So we dealt exactly 33 damage, which is only possible on 1.3. I mean, technically it could be another value, but whatever, dude. Like, there's no reason for it to have changed anyway. So we'll go ahead and reset. Reset, please. Okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll grab my Dragon's Maw one since I don't have the calc up for it, because I'll definitely want to test that later. And I was gonna check Wheezing, Neutralizing Gas versus the ability interaction of versus like anything having Ability Shield. So that'll be because while it's fresh on my mind, I want to do that. me go ahead and I'm gonna grab. I'll give this guy ability shield because that's. Or actually, I'll give. Yeah, Gyarados has an ability shield is perfect for this because that'll like easily show whether or not it's active. Okay, we already know it's gonna activate, but that'll be good. And then I'll grab. I wanted to showcase an ability shield on a Pokemon that definitely like has to be negated. I'm curious how like Gastro Acid works into that. So let me go ahead and grab ability shields. I'm kind of going out of order here, but that's okay. So I'm gonna need this guy, and then I'm gonna need Gastro Acid. And so I still don't have enough room for Sulk here. It's a little bit unfortunate. I don't have enough room for Illusion either, so I guess I'll... Just another generic one we'll have to do. Let me check if Hospitality is negated. It should be, that I'll just check that. So I'm gonna lead with this plus that guy. Okay. Yeah, 25% is fine. I mean, it's not good. I think Poltergeist has to like do something else to make it good in VGC. Like 25% is not good enough on its own. It does seem to have a lot of good tools though, so I mean we'll see what that ends up doing. So we got Neutralizing Gas, of course. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. It announced Ability Shield when I switched it in like that. So it said that I was protected, which is kind of interesting. I don't think it did that before, or at least I didn't see it do that before. So this is with Intimidate. You can see it still is present. So if I also use this, I'll switch to not Flare Main. I guess I'll just switch Flare Main even out. It's fine. I'll see if Ability Shield activates on this, because that's kind of weird. So I didn't see Ability Shield go off there on Flare Main. Okay, that's not terribly surprising. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back into the Gyarados. So does it play the Ability Shield text again? No, it doesn't. I don't know if I have Speed Boost available offhand. Or a play fail, but that could have been a Neutralizing Gas. So, what if I switch Wheezing in and out? Like if I switch Wheezing to Trevenant. I mean, I don't have them in the game, that's what I mean. If I happen to have the Pokemon in my box, then I can do it. Why didn't I try to dig the Gyarados? Wasn't Gyarados out in the field already? Anyway. I'll go Wheezing. And freaking out top. Okay, I guess. So let's see if it plays the text when I switch in like this. You're letting guess out the area. Yeah, okay, so it activates, so it plays the text for Ability Shield. It plays the text for Ability Shield while I'm on the board. So if you switch in Neutralizing Gas, like on that initial round, it will play it. But if it's already active, then it won't activate the Ability Shield. So you can send in a Weezing to identify where the Ability Shields are. But if Weezing is already on the field, then it won't activate. Okay. If I trick an Ability Shield onto Gyarados while Weezing is on the field, will Intimidate activate? That's a good question. I don't know. And that will be very hard to test. We'll see that in a bit, though. Or I can check that in a bit. So let me go ahead and try. I'm going to switch to Trevenant and... Wait, which one of these is faster between Gyarados and Weezing? It should be the Gyarados. I'm going to switch just Weezing. And then this will definitely reactivate the... this will reactivate Intimidate for sure. Yep. Neutralizing Gas, we're off. Oh, it didn't reactivate Intimidate. Okay, that's also a difference. Wow, they really changed Neutralizing Gas. It didn't reactivate Intimidate because it wasn't negated in the first place. No, normally, well, I guess so, but that's not how it worked before the DLC update. If you had the Ability Shield, you could switch out, and it would reactivate Intimidate still. So I think they fixed a lot of Neutralizing Gas bugs then. Not bugs. They fixed Neutralizing Gas, or they changed Neutralizing Gas behavior. That's interesting. Okay. Let me go ahead and do Gastro. And I was gonna check into Flutter Mane. I was curious if it fails because of Ability Shield, or if it fails because of it's an ability you can't suppress. Gastro Acid. Okay, Ability Shield prevents it, not the ability. So it reveals Ability Shield. Although, obviously, if you're on Ability Shield on a Protosynthesis mod, you're an idiot. But I guess we'll go into Ability Shield mechanics then at this point. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll switch to Weezing and then Hospitality. Flutter Mane is faster, so I want to switch to this guy on Trevenant and to this guy on Weezing. I am certain that Hospitality will be negated, but since I have it here, I need the extra filler bond. So. Yep, it's gonna activate. Oh yeah, actually this will be funny. If I stay in with my Sinistea and I switch out my Weezing, it should activate and heal the Weezing. It should heal the Weezing here. And then I'll go into my take a sign. Actually, I'll go into Gyarados, since that way you can tell whether or not it'll heal one or the other. But this should activate and heal Weezing, I'm pretty sure. Wait. Okay, it said Weezing, but there was Gyarados' text there. You saw that, right? Like, Gyarados' name was there, but it activated the other way around. Huh. That's actually kind of funny. And let's make sure that it actually did heal, of course. Yeah, Weezing did heal. Let's do that again. That was interesting. Oh, Chimecho. Yes, that's correct. Which is really lame. I have no idea why they thought that was necessary. Okay, so now I'm going to switch Weezing out again, and we're going to watch it. And I'm going to go to Gyarados again, and we'll watch it again. Weezing, come back. Effects of neutralizing gas will wear off. Synesty. It takes a while. It showed Gyarados there. It says Wheezing drank it all, and then it goes Gyarados to one-spell drain. So it's just like a slight error in that, but it should have healed Wheezing all the way. Yeah, exactly. It probably didn't handle that very well. I mean, it's all the mechanics are like, that's what I would expect it to do. Like, I would expect it to heal Wheezing there. Am I dead? Nice. Free switch. Let's go. Okay. Of the remaining mons here, I think I can do Gigaton next. And then I'll do Dragon Breath into this Gyarados, who is at a much lower level than I am. So let me go ahead and... First of all, does this thing have any drops? Nope. Okay, so let me go ahead and use Dragon Breath, and then let me check these stats. Alright, this Tinkaton is still 176 plus. And I'll pull Dragon's Maw versus my poor Gyarados, which has a measly 137 defense. That's actually not even that bad. 137. This could potentially Oko. Oh no, no it couldn't because I had Thunder Shock up still. Let's look at Dragon's Maw, please. Dragon Breath is the move I'm using. Okay, this should do somewhere between 84 to 99 damage. $202 minus 66. That was a crit. So I'll put the crit on. So with the crit, this is the expected damage range. We have Dragon Breath at 1.2, or excuse me, at 1.5 rather. If it was not that and it was 1.3, it's going to be less than that because what did we roll? 136. If it was 1.3, I don't even know. How can I simulate 1.3 attack? What's like 1.3 attack? What's another generic thing for 1.3? Life Orb. That's damage. That's not attack. A Transistor calc against a normal type. Battery would work, I think. I don't think the calc has battery. Oh, it does. Okay. Wait, or is I don't remember which one battery is. Let me look at this again. Battery. Battery is a base power modifier, so I can't do battery. I can do Transistor against normal type. Yeah, I'd have to change the type of the other guy too, but I guess that'll work. So I'll change Dragon Breath to be electric type. And I'll change Gyarados to be like normal type. And then I'll look at Transistor. Yeah, if assuming that's all correct, which I believe it should be, this would be the, if it was 1.3. Or if Dragon's Maw was 1.3. So that's impossible because we hit 136. So they're both the same, as expected. Okay, I'll go ahead and reset. And then go back in. And we've got that, which is good. not DLC related. The Dragon Tail force up? Yes, it will. So I can, I think I want to continue with Ability Shield because we kind of were on, that. What's my favorite mechanic that I've ever found? One that I've found. Because there's a lot of cool mechanics that I have not found. My favorite mechanic probably ever is rollout storage. I really like rollout storage. My favorite one that I have found... that, like, I found with no... like, just me finding it. I think... I found interesting things. But I don't necessarily find, like... game-breaking things. I found... if you use knockoff with a Pokemon... like, say you use knockoff with Sableye into a target that has Sablenite, it won't knock it off. I found that, which was kind of cool. I found some stuff with Desolate Land and Storm Drain, where, like, it'll try to redirect it, but then it, like, doesn't quite work 100%. I'd have to reflect on stuff I've actually found and not things that were like, because there's like, you know, like things I like just discovered by just thinking, oh, this is probably how it works. Another thing that was cool was like that Beast Boost would activate on Disguise KOs. That was kind of cool to find. Found that myself. I found out about self-hit confusion damage overflow. That was kind of cool. Skies KOs? Disguise, yeah. Anyway, I need to, let's actually do some work. So let me go ahead and do this guy, and I'm gonna grab, so this guy has, I wanted to grab Salt Cure, because I want to keep doing, because I keep wanting to do that, and I've not had the time yet. Somebody wanted to test the interaction, yeah, because we're gonna go with Ability Shield at this point. The interaction of Ability Shield, or Mold Breaker versus an Ability Shield target. So, like, for example, if I have, if I get this Mimikyu, the Ability Shield item. So if I give it Ability Shield, and then I'm going to grab my Mold Breaker Tinkaton with Sunsteel Strike and Iron Head. Yes, I know this is tested free DLC, but there's a couple things I want to check with this. So we have Mold Breaker with Sunsteel Strike and Iron Head. So both of those are like... oh wait, is Sunsteel Strike dexited? Is it dexited? It might be dexited. So what is Sunsteel Strike? Because Sunsteel Strike is dexited, then... yeah, it's dexited, so I can't actually test with Sunsteel Strike. Are there any other Mold Breaker moves? Am I right in thinking... isn't there something else that can be used as that? There's, you know, obviously Sunsteel, Moongeist, and Photon Geyser. Is there something else with that? I thought there was another move with that property. They're all dexited. I'm gonna check. Oh, just the G-Max moves. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I thought there was something else, but yeah, it's just the G-Max moves. Okay, so Sunsteel Strike is a no-go, but that's alright. I want to grab this guy. And then I'm going to do Grassy Terrain for some of that as well. And someone was also asking me, what about Mold Breaker, if the Tinkaton itself has Mold Breaker? But we'll see that in a second. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. That's ignoring redirection. It's not like ignoring the ability, so to speak. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. No, I'm pretty sure you can, if you have ability shield. Well, I don't know. I mean, I could test like ability shield, lightning rod versus something else that like cancels redirection. Is Snipe Shot in the game? Yeah, it should be, right? Empoleon's in the game, isn't it? Yeah, Empoleon's in the game. I can test that. I'll add that to the list. Can you do this double battle over and over again? If I reset, yeah. Let's see here. If I do, freaking heck, what's it called? Let me just use Salt and Cure. That's really easy. This should only do 25%. I'm like people have tested this a long time ago, but people keep PMing and they're like, oh, does it work with this? And it's like, the answer is no, but okay. Yes, and yawn. 285 down to 208. Which is 77. 77 divided into 309 is roughly 25%. So it only is 25%. So let's go ahead and switch to just Gigaton. I do not want to switch to the other guy because I don't want to accidentally break this guy's. Oh, yeah. you're right, Discouraged. I wouldn't have to do any math on that, would I? Except it breaks the mold. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and I'll use Iron Head, because I can't slice out Steel Strike. No! So let's do Iron Head into Disguise. And so if this is ignoring ability shield, then it would just deal straight damage. Otherwise, Disguise will activate here. Yep. There's like a slight visual glitch there where it was like kind of in and out. Okay. Okay, so that's Mold Breaker versus Ability Shield target. Let me go ahead and switch to... but this has almost nothing to do with it, actually. I need to stay in with Gigaton for this. I don't have any good moves to click. I'm just going to go ahead and spam a potion. Switch to Farigiraf. I need a skill swap from abilities around. I am like 1000% sure this is how it's going to work, but I want to test to make sure. Calculated switch. Outplaying the CPU. How does he do it? Okay, I need to kill more turns with this. I'm going to skill swap Armor Tail onto the Greavard because I skill swap it onto the Shuppet. That's not going to work out. I always love to see, you can see like when you have the models close up like this, you can see how detailed they are. Like, look at how much, like the fur is actually detailed on this Farigiraf. How playing a CPU I've been ignoring the whole time. Yeah, I was actually curious. You know, I was wondering if, like, forced, like, Titan battles. You know how, like, Titan battles are with, freaking, what's his name? The one guy whose mom dies. Whatever his name is. Because that's kind of a double battle. I don't know if that's the same, though. Like, if that's kind of, if all the mechanics are the same or not. And it'd be hard to manipulate things because you only have one opponent. And the Titans might be immune to crap. Like, Arvin, that's his name. I'm gonna go ahead and skill swap into Tinkerton. Or Dad, depending on version. That's true, I'm playing Scarlet, so it's his mom. It's twice as many dead parents. Which parent dies depends on which version of the game you play. He aims you, said Chuckle. Not Chuckle, shut it. Oh, he's really been cursing up a storm, hasn't he? And then I'll switch to my Rilla Boomer. And then skill swap the Mold Breaker onto the Rilla Boomer. I probably shouldn't have actually done that. That's okay. So someone asked me, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this. If you use Mold Breaker Grassy Glide, will it break past Armor Tail? Oh, now we have 2 Armor Tails. Oh no, we don't. We just have Grassy Shirts. That's right, because I skill swapped it onto the Griever. So now if I go for Grassy Glide into the Shuffit, it should die. I don't know why it wouldn't, but yeah. I asked people if they had mechanics to test. You tested on PS with your friend? AA Pokemon. I hope you're trolling me. I don't count, brother. Well, it's not necessarily that it's not accurate. It's just that you if you're gonna test how a mechanic works, you test it on in game. All right. All right. Now I'll use Grassy Glide. Now my Rillaboom does not have the ability, although I will get the attack boosts here from the cheers until my Pokemon die from all this stuff going on. Oh yay! You're so cool to walk with that. This battle's amazing. Don't you guys think this battle's amazing? Amazing! Absolutely incredible. Alright, so let's use Grassy Glide into Grievard. And then I don't really need to switch out for anything, do I? No, this is basically the last thing at this point, so just go switch off. Yep, it's blocked by Armor Tail. Yeah, the crowd is hype. It took him like 10 turns to kill one Pokemon. Okay, so it doesn't. As you would expect. So let's go ahead and reset. They probably impressed you brought Fun Bro. I think the first time everybody sees Fun Bro, they think they're impressed. It's only when you have to fight it. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab... What's our next thing I want to test? I actually want to test the interaction of Ability Shield Mold Breaker versus an Ability Shield target. So I'm going to give the Tinkaton Ability Shield, and I'm going to give the other guy Ability Shield as well. So I'm going to give this guy Ability Shield, and then I'm also going to give the Mimikyu Ability Shield. So it's like, you know, there's 2 Ability Shields going off, which one, like, works, sort of thing. which is basically the same thing as what you talked about AA Pokemon with Ability Shield Heatran versus Ability Shield or versus Mold Breaker Fire moves. Arbiter Veto, thank you for the follow. I negate the effect. It negates the effect. Exactly, Puke. Yeah, I don't think it's that much of an inception. So we've got these two guys I want to check. Someone had a good idea to test Ability Shield Intimidate versus Defiant. So I'm gonna test that. So if I do this guy, this is Ability Shield, and I'm gonna grab Intimidate. I probably can't skill swap that, so I'm gonna remove that. Versus Defiant. Oh, actually, I don't want to remove that, actually. I do not want to remove that. But I have my Arcanine, which has Ability Shield, so I'll just use him. Yeah, like, if they're like, will it not trigger Defiant? I'm like, surely it will, but I don't know. Scrappy or Guard Dog, would you think I check? You're actually probably right, actually. Do I have Scrappy or Guard Dog handy? Or not Scrappy, but any of the ones. Let me look at Guard Dog. That is not where you're gonna find Guard Dog at. Yeah, I don't think it would either. I don't have Guard Dog. What the heck? Yeah, Defiant. You know what? I don't even want to test Defiant. Really, it's not gonna work. Let me look at. Do I have anything with? Oh, I do have Defiant. Lol, that's not what we're. Do I have anything that's immune? Inner Focus, perfect. I'll test with Inner Focus. And if it works in Inner Focus, then I'll check Defiant. I got these two guys. I've got my Arcanine. So, did you test Defiant with a trick on Room Service? I mean, that wouldn't. I don't know. That might have been something I did in the past. That's I don't ever remember when I've gotten here. And then let me see if there's anything else that I want to check while I'm at it. I'm gonna bring one of my Ogrepons. And I think that'll be good. What's my Giraffe's type? Poison. That's good enough for me. Okay. And I will leave with these two. The Court Change Sticky Web thing? Potentially. But I think it's... Oh, I see what you're saying because it's not your original source. But Room Service... Ha! I mean, in order to test that, I would need to... No, I guess I could trick it. I'll make a note of that. That's actually kind of interesting. Defiant plus tricked Room Service. That'd be funny if it worked. Yeah, it'd have to be the opponent tricking it. So I'd have to... Yeah, so I skill swap it Defiant, and then I trick it the other guy. And then we can see if that works or not. That'd be interesting. Alright. It really is discordial. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use Iron Head. Now we've got the double ability shield. We've got ability shield on Gigaton and ability shield on this guy. So if I use Iron Head into Mimikyu, and I guess I'll just confuse Ray the Shuppet. Maybe it won't attack me if I do that. Yep, my disguise just busts. It didn't still try to attack through or anything like that. I actually did a lot of damage to itself. Okay, let me go ahead and switch now to... I'll test the Farigiraf stuff with Intimidate. So I'm going to need to switch to Focus. And I'll give the Grievard Inner Focus. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skill swap the Dragonite, and then skill swap to Grievard. Hopefully he's like, OMG, it's a flying type, I won't click Dig. And he's like, OMG, it's a psychic type, I'll click Crunch. Poor Shuppet, he hasn't had much luck. That's fine, good work, Grievard. Okay, I'll skill swap this guy. And just extreme speed again. Big crit. Wow, this Shuppet cannot catch a break. It hits him 3 times in a row. Okay, and now I'll stay in with this guy and switch to my Ability Shield Intimidate and see if it lowers the attack. Like you guys are suspecting, I suspect that this will not make a difference. Yep, it still blocks it. No big surprises there. No, the Shuppet has Wake Up. Lol. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm gonna actually use Transform now into the Ogerpon. We're kind of splitting things up for, actually I think we're done with almost all of the Ability Shield tests that I wanted to do. Yeah, that should be everything. That was Ability Shield Intimidate, Ability Shield Null Breaker versus an Ability Shield target. Yeah, that was all my Ability Shield stuff. So I guess we can switch over to Ogrepon. Also, the Ability Shield trick thing. What were we testing with that again? What about Ability Shield trick? Trick and Ability Shield onto Intimidate. Okay, let me make a note of that. Okay, my Transform worked just fine. So... What? I didn't think it let you do that. Apparently I can Terastallize this thing. I thought you couldn't Terastallize it. I was like 90% sure you couldn't Terastallize this thing if you transformed. Okay. What's this do? Oh. It just ate the... It just ate the input. What? So you can select to Terastallize, but it just doesn't let you Terastallize. That's wild. Okay, so it's not as if it prevents you from clicking the thing. It's that when you actually end up using it, it just doesn't work. Huh. That is funny because that's how, I don't think that's how we implemented it on PS. I'm pretty sure we implemented it so that you just could not terastallize. But you should be able to terastallize and it just shouldn't work. Okay. Alright, well I didn't expect that to work. Okay. So now, alright, if I terastallize the other guy, and then try to transform into it, does that work? Yeah, because you're like, oh, I'll just tear it with my Ditto, yeah. If I was Terra Fire, would it work? That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question, actually. If it was Terra Fire, would it work? I don't know. Yeah, we should though, Puke. We should implement it like that. It's just like, haha, you're an idiot. Like how we do it with, you could look at it like how we do it with Mega Evolution and Skytrap, where we prevent the Mega Evolution from occurring. So now if I go back to this guy. Okay, transform into it. That is not how I expected it to activate. Oh, transform just straight up fails. Okay. Well, I assume it's imposter would as well. All right. I think that's known that you can't transform into it if it has that. Okay. All right. Well, that's all that we can test with this guy. So. Yeah, I thought that was already known. But that's how it fails. It like fails that way. So and then I saw someone was talking about okay, so we need to find a Terra Fire Pokemon with that. Yeah, Terra Fire holding the right mask. Yeah, I agree. I'll test all of those things. Those are all reasonable ideas to test. I don't know if I can though, because I don't think I can. I don't remember if I've unlocked the ability to change my Terra types. I don't think I have Terra Shards either. Yeah, I definitely don't have Terra Shards. So I will have to, unless I happen to have another Pokemon with Transform that's Terra Fire, or any of the other Terra types, I would also accept Rock or Water. My Choreograph is Poison. I believe almost all of them are Poison type, though. Because by default, I just set them to be Poison type. That one's Water. Perfect. Okay, I can test with this Tatsugiri. So I can do that with this guy. I will start off with not holding the mask. Yeah, and then I also want to test the other ability. Yeah, I want to test the Trick Ability Shield. So let me go ahead and change this to be Ability Shield. Oh, no, please do that. What? Okay, there we go. Ability Shield. And we wanted to test that with Intimidate. And then we have to have Neutralizing Gas active, though. I don't think I can test that. Right? The Weezing would have to have Ability Shield. I don't think we can test the trick one. Skill swap Intimidate onto the Greavard. Skill swap Intimidate. Oh yes, yes, that's right, that's right. Okay, so I'll grab Skill swap, and then I'll grab Intimidate. Let me put away this. Let me not use that one because it says with shieldable. Okay, so I'll have, yeah, this, and then I need Neutralizing Gas. So, yeah, I think this will work. I think this will work. You don't need to skill swap it. You don't need to. What do you mean you don't need to skill swap it? I need to give the. You give the Weezing an ability shield. Weezing doesn't have trick. And trick the ability shield off the Weezing with the Intimidate Mon. Give the Intimidate Mon trick. I don't think I have enough Pokemon that work for that. Oh, let me think. The Pokemon needs to have Intimidate. I need to skill swap it Intimidate while Neutralizing Gas is active. I don't think I can do this in single player. I'll save that for a multiplayer test later. This, I'm not seeing it, myself. So I'm gonna move on with other stuff because I don't see how I'm gonna make that work. Let me grab Illusion because I wanted that. My Rock. And this is Tera Dark, so I can't test with the correct Tera type on that one, but I've got this, and then with the Wellspring Mask, let me see. Lead item, okay, let me think about this. Lead Itemless Arcanine and Ability Shield and Guess Weezing. Thief the Weezing and bam, an Ability Shield. I mean, if Arcanine can learn it, then yeah. That'll work, actually. It doesn't learn Thief. So I can't do that. But that would work. Yeah, if I don't have TMs. Next time I gen and stuff, I'll make sure I give myself all the TMs. Yeah, I want to test Illusion. So then we've got anything else that I can test with this? No. I've got my other Ogerpon. Do I have a Mighty Anna? Not in here, no. No, I don't have Mighty Anna handy. Or maybe if I have another entrance ability that I can check. Like Mold Breaker. Does Ogerpon get Thief? Actually, I'm gonna bring Weezing anyway with Neutralizing Gas because that could be interesting. Where's my Weezing? Because that could be interesting to look at. me think if there's anything else. This is my hacked Ogerpon. Trying to think if there's anything else I can test while I'm doing this round. I don't know if I have roleplay. I guess I can test roleplay. Because I had that on my list of things to test. Nope, nothing with roleplay. I don't have my debt. I don't think I have the Meloetta either on this game either, do I? No, I didn't have Meloetta. Gigaton gets Covet by level up? I can do that then. Yep. There we go. That'll work. Okay. So I've got that. I think I'll lead with these two then. I'll do this. But I don't want Zoroark to be dead last. Oh, I'll have to figure out how I want to manipulate Illusion. That'll be tricky. But I think if you lead with Illusion, it might affect things. We'll see, though. So, let's get into it. Yeah, we're starting to run low on my tests that I need to do, so. Yeah, but this should be the last one with Ability Shield, though. The mechanic being tested right now is the interaction of gaining Ability Shield while Neutralizing Gas is active. Does it cause the ability to immediately reactivate? And so we'll test to see what that does with Mold Breaker. That's funny. Okay, Ability Shield does activate, even though Neutralizing Gas isn't an ability that's prevented. No, it can't be prevented. It can be prevented by Gastro Acid. So I guess that makes sense. So I'll go ahead and I'll just use Destiny Bond and Covet. And actually, I'm going to actually use X Defense. So that way I can't kill my own Weezing since there's a big level difference here. Oh, we're cooking. Okay, still Ability Shield, and my Mold Breaker immediately activates. It didn't play the message, but my Mold Breaker immediately activated. So, if you gain the Ability Shield at any point, then you get to do something with it. So that's cool. Also, where did my Tinkaton model go? Is it there? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's just in the background. Okay. I'll now switch to... I don't really have a safe switch in for this. I kind of want... Oh, wait, I do. I have Explosion. And then I'll go Zoroark, which will be disguised as Ogerpon. And see if I can heal it. Yeah, it's just in the background. I was thinking the same thing, just casual. Boom! Explosion. See? Look! Mold Breaker activated again. But I had the Ability Shield, and it activated during the... Yeah. See? I knew I wasn't crazy. I wonder why Intimidate didn't either, yeah. I'll look into that later. But anyway, I'm gonna go Zerark. This should not let me Terastallize. So if I have this, I think it's probably gonna do the same thing, where it's not gonna let me, like actually Terastallize. I'll use Happy Hour and then I'll switch to Tensagiri. Oh! It does work. Okay. No, not normally Discordial. Not normally. That's like, yeah, normally it does not work that way. Yeah, exactly. Zemus did that, yeah. Also, that was a weird noise. Yeah. Okay, so if you're disguised as it, then it would immediately reveal it. Okay. So it immediately reveals you. So if I switch to Tinkaton and then back to Zerark, I assume it just doesn't work. Okay, I'll go back to Zerark. Let's see, since I've already Terastallized now. Yeah, it just doesn't even activate with illusion. It doesn't showcase the illusion at all. I guess I can't test the Tatsugiri mechanic anymore. What do you mean if I double switch now? And then switch back to that? I mean, I don't... It's gonna... I mean, it's gonna be hidden. That's normal. Oh, roleplay failed on something. What would have failed on? On my ability shield. So we saw roleplay versus ability shield, so that's good. So roleplay does not work on a Pokemon with ability shield. Punch up his ability? I don't know. Something else right now. I mean, it might already have Mold Breaker. I mean, it might have picked up. I mean, you can look at the VOD later, but it doesn't really matter because it can only roleplay abilities that are roleplayable. So that's not a big deal. But anyway, so now you're saying I switch. So I'm gonna keep Ogerpon out. And then switch this guy to Zerark. I mean, this is just gonna disguise it as Tinkaton. As Tera Dark Tinkaton. No? What? Oh, I switched it out of the last slot. You're right. No. Puke's right. No, that's not it. So I need to switch Zerark to slot 3. Yeah. Oh, it's true. It did still have roll. It did still have Mold Breaker, so that might not mean. It didn't mean anything with roleplay failing on the Mold Breaker because it already had it. But now if I switch to Zoroark, yeah. Okay, now so that didn't prove anything. See, there you go. There's Tera Dragon Ogrepon. All right. Okay, that's good. So that's not anything surprising then. So I'm also gonna. I still want to check some illusion stuff with that, but I also want to test with Ogerpon having illusion transform, but I don't happen to have that handy, so. Because I know nobody's tested that yet. Yeah, we are good with ability shield mechanics. Okay, I still have Magic Room to test as well, in addition to any other additional stuff that I want to look into. I've been going for about 2.5 hours, so. Let's go ahead and look at... Illusion, so I need Zoroark. I need, this one. I need my Transforming Tatsugiri. And I'm gonna test without, the mask to start off with. Actually, I'm gonna give it the mask. Because that's, I don't think this is gonna work anyway, so I might as well test it with the mask. Okay, I've got the mask. I've got Ogerpon, I've got Zoroark. What else do I need? That's about all I can do right now. I'm gonna go ahead and actually grab my Magic Room on, because I can test one thing with Magic Room in this. So I'll grab a Rigoraph. Yeah, double battle. If you only have 2 mons remaining and the left one faints, does it stay in the first slot? What do you mean? Oh, I see what you're saying. Like the order of it. If you, like after a double KO, you mean? I'm gonna try a single KO. You only have 2 mons remaining and the left one faints. Does it stay in the first slot? What do you mean does it stay in the first slot? Does what stay in the first? Like if you have... So you're saying you have Illusion Mon on the left, non-Illusion on the right. Illusion on the left faints? Is that what you're saying? I mean, why would it move? You never change positions like that. You go to the switch menu. I mean, it knows what your true thing is at all times. If you can expound on that more, then maybe I can do something with it. But for now, I'll just try it with this. Okay. So now Tatsugiri has Tera Water. It thinks Ivy Cudgel is water type. That's interesting. It thinks Ivy Cudgel is water type right now. I'm gonna use that without. That's not what I would expect to happen. Huh. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's definitely water type. So it copied something with that. I didn't try Tera. I didn't try it. Okay, now I'll actually try Tera. Nope, it didn't terastallize. So it won't terastallize, but Ivy Cudgel, something about that worked. I don't think that's normal. I'm gonna switch to Farigarath and do the same thing. Okay, I'm transforming now into it. Yeah, this is still water type. Yep, definitely still water type. So the item doesn't matter, it's just the form. Check calcs on transformed Ivy Cudgel. It's probably not a bad idea. I'll just use low kick into my Ogerpon. Okay. So this is without holding the mask. Let me look at Ogerpon. This is Ogerpon. Wellspring? Is that its form name? This is Wellspring Mask, right? Mike? This is the Wellspring, right? Yeah, okay, Wellspring. Not like it really matters, but... Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I haven't learned the names of everything yet. This is 194 attack. What level am I? That's level 100, so I need to... Oh, it's gonna be level... Oh, that's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be level 100, but with level 69 stats. Or whatever, it's level at 78 stats. I need to calc with level 78. So this has... 247 attack. Oh, thankfully that's within the range. Okay. No, I'm level 100. Level 100. But I have 274 attack. Okay, I think I can reach that. No, 247. Yeah, 247. Okay. Okay. I don't know if the masks boost or whatever is implemented on PS damage calc yet. Let me look. It's in the Wellspring. This thing is. Watch defense has 139 defense. That is trash defense. Okay, let's see here. Now I need low kick. Yeah, I don't remember which, but I don't, well, the PS damage calc is not the same as the, yeah, PS damage calc is not the same as PS itself. It doesn't, I think it says it has a boost. I'm pretty sure it says it has a boost on here. We'll look at the damage, see what it actually does. So I'll do a low kick. $239 minus 156. That's 83 damage. That is not with the boost. Yeah, that does not have a boost. This is no boost with boosts. I think we actually might have already known that. But yeah. Okay, but now let's check Tatsugiri. Thankfully this should be this. Well, this won't be the same rolls because Tatsugiri is a different level, isn't it? Or is it also level 100? I think it's level 100. No, that's not level 100. Level 58, okay. And you hit 247. Okay, I've got 247. I don't know how attack drops, do I? Okay. So this has the Wellspring Mask. If I use low kick into Ogerpon, heal Ogerpon, and make sure Ogerpon doesn't have any like 2 frames on it, right? Yeah, okay. This is level 58. We're using low kick again. $239 minus 192. I did 47. So likely doesn't get the boost there either. Yep. That's no boost. With boost. So, you have to be the actual Pokemon. You can't be transformed. You won't get the boost from the mask, even if you hold the mask while transformed. That's not terribly surprising to me. And we tested. You can't Terastallize. It doesn't work, right? And then I was actually gonna try Terastallizing with the Ogerpon. So let me go ahead and then disguise it as Zerark. Do I have a great way of killing myself with this? Not really. So I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I think... Okay. I'll Terastallized, do low kick into Tatsu. Go from there. I always think that animation is weird where it like delays it. Like this part makes sense where it like does the extra stuff at the end, but like where it delays the terastallization animation is weird. Yeah, so I need to switch Tera Ogrepon to be my last mon. Okay, and now I will skill this guy, then I'll go into my Zerark and see what it looks like. Okay, if I go Zerark, what do you look like? Okay, illusion isn't active. Okay, so it won't disguise it as the terastallized Ogrepon. I think that was known as well. I can test with Magic Room now. Let me go ahead and switch to. Actually, I'm gonna do it the other way. No, Zerark is faster. So I'll make a difference. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep Zerark in and switch to Ogrepon. Everyone is caught up in a happy atmosphere. Immediately curses. Okay, now I'll go for Rigorath. I'll check if you use Magic Room, does it disable the boost? I'm pretty sure it will. Okay, so I'll use Magic Room. I'll heal this guy. I don't know what I do. Okay, I've got Magic Room active now. And now let me make sure I got my stats right. Right, for grab this 176. And this guy has 247. I'm using the low kick. Oh, I've got the mask on. And I don't have any stat drops. Okay. Okay, and then I'll do low kick. That's actually funny, puke. Okay, so let's see. 381 minus 290. That dealt 91 damage, so it is negated. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's in line. I'm pretty sure that's in line with how, with how it works for other items. Like, I think this is how it worked for, like, Giratina. Like, where you won't, like, stop the form change, but it'll, that's how it behaves. Okay, so that's Magic Room. Interaction. I think that's basically everything I can do with this guy. I'm gonna go reset. I'll show off hacked Ogerpon. Like if you hack this is known, but if you hack the Ogerpon to have a Tera type that it shouldn't, the game just soft locks. So I'll show that off. Yeah, woo hacking. I love soft locks. Don't you guys love soft locking yourself? I can also test the Defiant tricked room service thing. Doesn't soft lock if it has a Tera type that has an associated mask. Well, this has like Tera Dragon, so it's gonna soft lock. I love soft locking myself. Okay, let's go ahead and do the Defiant thing too, because that sounded fun. So let's move. Actually, I can have you in here as well. So I will need a skill swap. And you two are the ones I want to lead with. And then I'll need trick. And you will need the item. Room service. And then I will also need trick room, which hopefully I have. Wouldn't be much of a room service if I didn't have a trick room. Trick. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Why do they have trick or treat in here? You can't even. Oh, I do not have trick room. All right. Well, it learns trick room naturally. That's hilarious. I don't have trick room. Hoopa. I think I have a Hoopa. Maybe I don't have Hoopa. Oranguru. Nash, thank you for the follow. I don't think I have an Oranguru either. Yeah, shoot. An Articuno Galar. But I don't think I have any of those guys. Aw, dang it. I can't test the trick room thing. I don't have trick room. I like how I have room service but no trick room. Why do I... Oh, like, this has skill swap. Oh, no, it does! Look at this! Look at this! This King Gambit has skill swap, trick room, and trick. So I clearly must have tested this at some point. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to go online. No, stop. It's not going to let me. Stop. What's the button to switch? Is it L? No, I pressed it again. What's the button to switch items? Is it this? No. Oh, I can just do this. Okay. No. Move. Where's the move? Is it ZL? There we go. Okay. There we go. I actually need to give it to King Gambit. Okay. So this actually, I had everything on King Gambit that I needed. And then I have my hacked guy. Okay. So I can just leave this and do it whenever I want, I guess. Trying to see if there's any other mechanics that I had on my to-test list that I can check right now. Without having hacked in anything more. I'll just go with this. Yeah, I was pressing the wrong L, ZL, not just regular L. Gotta hold this L. Or something. Okay, so I will start off by skill swapping Defiant to the Greavard. Okay, he went underground, unfortunately. No, because Shuppet can mess with it. It can, like, replace it, because I use skill swap and not entrainment. And now I'll trick. It's my favorite Ogerpon? The fire one. I think it's also the best one. Competitively. Hopefully he does not use Dig, because I don't want to mess with... I assume a Room of Service activates while Dig's active, but man, just hopefully he doesn't do that. Don't use Dig, dude. Come on, you don't like Dig. Frick, he used Dig. Okay, that's fine, though. Should be able to still see most of this. Yeah, I mean, like, if it doesn't activate, then it doesn't activate, right? Rebard speed fell. Room service was used up. Defiant didn't activate. I'm pretty sure Defiant will activate in semi-invulnerability, so. Oh, lol. I picked it up, actually. How about I use it immediately? Okay. So, yeah. That did not work. So now let's go ahead and softlock ourselves. Whee! Tera Dragon, let's go! You guys like the softlock? Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's not only that, it's like an actual softlock. It's not like it freezes the game. Usually when the game crashes, it just like freezes the game. Did you save the game while the game was like this? Yeah, that'd be excellent. I'm putting in, I'm preparing some other stuff in the meantime. That's why I'm just letting the stream run. I'm gonna grab Meloetta with Relic Song and some Terra type. And then I'm gonna grab Snipe Shots and Storm Drain. Okay, and then what else do I have? That was basically it. I could hack in the other abilities as well just to test them. I guess I'll do that real fast. Zygarde with Power Construct. Savali with RKS System. What's the thing called? Wishy-washy? With Schooling. Major Slash. With Stance Change. Jarmantan. With Zen Mode. And Meteor with Shield Stab. Okay, enough softlock. Now I need to transfer this new save over. I need to go to checkpoint. Switch to Wobble 2. Restore the save. Menu out, close. Head back in. Dynamic genning is so much easier than doing it like that. Ding a dong dong, ding on, ding on, ding a dong. Okay, so let's go ahead and stay with the Ogerpon theme for a little bit. So you see, I brought all these guys with, and then I can test with Gastro Acid. So I have an Illusion Ogrepon and a Moldbreaker Ogrepon. They both have real Terra types. So we'll have some fun with these guys, I think. I'll put both of them in here. And I'll Illusion as Dondozo, that's fine by me. And then I'll grab Trevenant. And then I'll grab a whole bunch of my... I'll grab... wait, what? Oh, that's Zygarde, okay. So this is Zygarde and RKS System. So this is going to be Illusion Lead disguised as Dondozo. I'm going to Terrafire and see what happens. Yeah, I'm finished with the Magic Room interactions as well. I am illusioned as Dondozo. So if I Terrafire and Slam. Don't have anything to click with this, really. Okay. See what it does. Oh, it doesn't play the special animation. It just plays the regular animation. Oh, but then I transform. Huh. Oh, because I acquired a new ability. That's why that happened. Okay. That part's normal. I acquired a new ability. So my illusion is always going to wear off. Ah, because I picked up Embody Aspect. That's not that weird. Okay. Yeah, so that wasn't terribly weird. Yeah, it is different than Mega Behavior Rebuke. That was initially the thing I was thinking. Yeah, Megas don't do that. But it's not crazy surprising. So you did switch. I'll switch it out and see what it does. Okay, Zygarde. Cannot suppress Power Construct. I'm wondering though, since it played the regular animation, like what if I make that Tera Dragon, right? Because I wonder if the reason it crashed was because of the bad animation. Like it didn't know what animation to play for like Tera Fire. I don't think it actually will help it very much, but yeah, so. Gastro Acid failed again there, of course, as expected on RKS system. I'm gonna send these two guys out and have one transform into the other. I think it would probably crash. That's what I would expect, Puke. But we'll see. Yeah, because it didn't try to play the special animation, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see if a transformed Ogrepon tries to use transform, will it work? And I'll use it in the shot pit. Looks like it worked. So you can transform into another Mon, and it'll work okay. That doesn't have a problem with that. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting to check there. I can see my current ability. Oh, it's actually interesting now I think about it. If you like transformed into an opponent's Pokemon, but Neutralizing Gas is active, because of this change, that means that you wouldn't be able to see your ability anymore if it was suppressed. That's interesting. Probably ought to check that in 8 as well, because I don't know if that might have been the same way in 8. I'll think about that later. We can reset for now, though. Okay. So next, I'll grab my Transform Ogerpon. Watching you reset while I reset for Blood Moon. Yeah. Oh yeah, does Synchronize work? Is that a thing on Static Calendar still? Will Synchronize sync the ability? Or not the ability, but the nature? Okay, so I've got my Transform one. And I'll try transforming. And it'll be the same thing. I'll try transforming and then Terastallization and see how that works. I guess I'd want to see the same thing with hacked Tera type as well, depending on how that works. I think it's fixed nature. Oh, it's a fixed nature? Like Blood Moon itself, Blood Moon Ursaluna is actually a fixed nature? Or do you mean that Synchronize actually works? For some reason in my head, I thought that it didn't work anymore. What am I doing? Okay, so I've got my Transform guy. I can transform into anything, really. It's fixed regardless of sync. Well, that's perfect then, because that means you can actually soft reset for it pretty easily. Now I'll grab my Gastro Acid guy. And then I'll grab, we did Zygarde and Silvally. So I'll do Wishy Washy next. And then Aegislash. And then Darmanitan. Yeah, because if its nature is fixed, then it's not that bad. You can just do strength stat plus specific speed stat, and then you can soft reset for that. That's not that bad. Okay, so I'll transform into Dondio. Now I have 2 Donditos. Terra Fire, Sleep Talk, go to Treble. That seems to work okay. What? Mold Breaker activated? What? Why did Mold Breaker activate? Huh. Okay, that's weird. So you transformed into it and it tried to change the ability to probably ability index 0. And ability index 0 on Ogerpon is Mold Breaker. That's probably what it's doing. It's probably just changing it to that. It's not like changing it to Embody aspect. It's probably changing it to the particular index value. Huh. Because I activated Mold Breaker. I would not have expected that. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and switch to Wishy Washy then. And attempt to Gastro Acid Wishy Washy. I'll switch Ogrepon back in as well. Yeah, they're schooling. Transform from Pikachu to Pikachu. Gastro Acid failed. Yeah, that is weird, Puke. So like it transferred the Mold Breaker. Alright, let's try you next. You don't even know what happened? Yeah. So the Dondozo, it transformed into Dondozo, right? That was all normal. Then when it terastallized to Fire type, and then then Ogerpon triggered Mold Breaker. Presumably because when it changes abilities to Embody aspect, it's probably just triggering ability 0 of like whatever you have currently. Which might mean, yeah, actually I have Mold Breaker in the back right now and not Embody aspect. So we'll see what happens when I switch that in here in a second. I might still have Mold Breaker. Yeah, I'm doing nothing to that guy as well. So let's see now if I switch in now to Ogerpon, I'm curious what will it be? Will I look like the regular one? Okay, no, I've got my mask. I've got my big mask, but I have Mold Breaker. Yeah, it transformed me with Mold Breaker. So that's funny. So I guess don't use transform Ogrepon in Hackamons, I guess. I don't know. Do I have the small mask? Yeah, I've got the right mask. I got the right mask. I've got Hardline. Wait a minute. It also says my base typing is just raw fire. Do I have the small mask? I don't know what that means. I'll wait for it to run by if that's what you mean. I mean, I've got the big mask right there. And then if I look at its summary, it's still the little guy in the summary screen. Yeah, so that's still gone. That's interesting. If I transform again, I'm curious. It also says I'm pure fire type, which is interesting. Should I be grass fire? I might be wrong on that. Maybe that's how Tera works in general. It doesn't show the underlying type when Tera. Maybe that's true. Yeah, that's probably just what it is, because it doesn't show me having changed my base types here. So. Yeah. I think that's right. I'll go ahead and I'll reset again. So that's interesting. I'll do that again. Because what if you have another ability at the time? Like, what if you don't have Mold Breaker? Like, what if I skill swap something else onto it? I assume it's ability 0 and not whatever it had pre-transform. Or, well, when I say ability 0, I mean probably whatever the ability index it actually happens to have. So, like, I would like if I don't know how it's normally. Let me look at the. I mean, if they're like ability 1 Mold Breaker, then it would probably transform into whatever ability 1 is. But let's We grab our last guy is Minior with Trevenant. And then let's grab you again, and we'll just look at you again because I have another round of this guy to do anyway. So I have you, and then I'm gonna go. I'll transform into something else. Transform into. Well, I'm gonna transform into something that doesn't have either of the typing, so I'll transform into Pheasantipity. Yeah, so I'll transform into Pheasantipity. No, I want a skill swap. So I want to skill swap, then No, I want to transform, then skill swap. No. What order do I want to do that in? Because I was always transformed, so I had Oblivious at the time. If I have Oblivious at the time, then I transformed into Mode Break. Yeah, that didn't make a difference. So it'd have to be pre-transform for that to be relevant. So I want to skill swap, then transform, then Tera. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'll leave for Rigoraph and do that. Okay, so skill swap. Wait, what? Why did I lead with Pheasantipity? Wait, what? What am I doing? Oh, I brought the wrong one. I brought the illusion one. Yeah, I brought the illusion one, didn't I? Yeah. Oops. I'm gonna reset. Not illusion, okay. Yeah. And then, I think that was all I needed. Skill swap, then transform, then Tera. I was gonna go into Pheasantipity just for fun. Okay. Okay, then transform. Okay, now I Tera, and this is the interesting turn. So I'll Roost. No, let's go try one. So I can Gastro Acid the last guy. Okay, let's see what my ability is now. Yep, Mold Breaker activates again. And Shepard is so kindly confirming that it is in fact Mold Breaker. Okay, then if I switch your, let's see what that does. As expected. Okay, so now I've got my new mons ready to go hack. Okay. Okay. And this will be the last test of the stream. Given that I've been going for coming up on 4 hours. Okay. So that is, oh, that one didn't update. Oh, no, it did. Okay. All right, so there's an illusion one, and there's just a regular transform one. So I'll try this with illusion first, and this is all I need. I don't need anything more than that. And I'll check to see if it will transform at all. So now I'm Ogerpon, I'm gonna Tera Dragon, I'll use Slam. Let's see what this does. Oh, I didn't softlock. Okay. At least not yet. So I am Tera Dragon Ogrepon. Alright, let's see what this does. Whoa, it worked! Wow, look at that! It works! And now I have Tera Dragon Ogrepon. And yeah, it even had the fire and body acid. That surprised me too. Look at that! Look at my Ogerpon! Look at him! Oh, come on, give me a close-up of my Ogerpon. Come on, yeah, like that graveyard, but on Ogerpon. Come on. All right, there you go. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, I'm gonna switch him out and back in now. All right, what happens? Yeah. He sells illusion though. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have illusion anymore. He has the embody aspect. So there shouldn't be any problems there. Okay. Now if I switch him back in, what does he do? He's still Tera Dragon. What if I'm guessing Ivy Cudgel is still fire type. It's not dragon type, right? Hello. I made him Tera Dragon. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. All right, that's super effective, right? Yeah, it's super effective. Okay, so illusion works. Let's try transform. Yep, illusion. I'm gonna try transform next. What a nice way to end up the stream. Funny mechanics. So funny. No, that's basically all you missed. I mean, I don't know how long you've been gone for, so. Is there anything else interesting? I don't know. It depends on what you consider to be interesting. Let's go ahead and grab transform. This is transform with Tera Dragon. I'm gonna transform into Garganacl, I think. Yeah, Garganacl's pretty cool. I like Garganacl. Let's actually do. I like Sinistra. Yeah, let's test it with that. See how that works. And also, what happens if you transform into another Ogerpon? Like a real Ogerpon. Right? Surely that would softlock still, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and transform into Sinistra. And I'll do just withdraw. Okay. Oh, rip. I think you're right. Puke. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this. I guess just withdraw. It doesn't really matter what I do. No softlock. Do you know that for sure, Puke? Or is it just that you can't Tera if you're transformed into Ogerpon and are not yourself an Ogrepon? Yes, Discordial, because the terastallization doesn't matter. You get the boost regardless of being terastallized. Okay, well, that seems okay. Let's go ahead and switch him out and in. Yeah, I would also think the same, Puke. But we'll check it out. Yep, look at him. Look at him go. He has Mold Breaker this time. So that's interesting. He didn't get in body aspect. I actually kind of missed that the last time, that he didn't get in body aspect. So with Transform he didn't get in body aspect, but with Illusion he did. So I guess that's a thing. Neat. Okay, I'll try transforming Ogerpon into Ogerpon, and then that'll be done. I also haven't ate lunch today, and it's like 3 hours past when I normally eat lunch, so I'm kind of hungry. Ogerpon is 100% female? It is? I didn't know that. The power of hacking. You can hack any gender you want. All you need is one simple tool. PK hacks. Yep, look at them. They're all female. Or at least these ones are all female. Okay, so let's try yeah, I guess it'd be the same thing, but I don't know. We'll test the illusion one first because that seems more promising to me. So illusion with Dragon Tera, and we'll illusion as. It doesn't really matter what Ogerpon we illusion as. It could just be any Ogerpon. Okay, so now I'm illusioned. This is my Tera Dragon one, illusioned as the other Ogerpon. I'm expecting a softlock here. Yep. A softlock. And then I'm almost certain the transform's gonna be the same. Yeah, all it cares is that the current model is Ogerpon. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Transform you as the Tera Dragon one into a regular Ogerpon. Okay, let's see what it does. Oh, like, that wasn't an illusion one, was it? Because it won't let me transform it if it's illusion. Nope. Give her action bell, right? Yeah, that's true. Alright. And this just doesn't do anything. Which we already knew is what happened. If we don't have a, like, it'll just pass by the terastallization message, so. There we go. All right. I am done. Goodbye. Have a great rest of your day.